Welcome to VXT Services. In this video I would like to show you the differences between CMS-S and CMS-P. Now the S stands for Standard and the P stands for Pro. So within this video I would like to highlight the differences between those two options of the software and what suits you best. Now VXT is of course a CMS system created by Samsung, however it's also supported on other Android devices these days. So this way you're no longer tied to the Samsung ecosystem, but you can also think broader than this, which is really convenient of course. Now what are some of the key benefits of VXT itself? VXT is a cloud-based platform, so allowing you to run everything from your cloud-based environment, so there is no need for a local IT hassle any longer or forced local installations. So this way everything is managed from a centralized platform. This platform is a very user-friendly CMS system, so it's really intuitive and easy to use for everyone that needs to make use of the CMS system. You can make remote software updates, so think of updating the firmware of your displays remotely. This can also be done thanks to VXT from the cloud-based platform. You can have multiple and quick display enrollment, and so you can enroll your displays thanks to the pairing code that we've seen these days of course, but you can also enroll multiple displays at a time to save a lot of time and be more efficient. You can create interactive and touch applications yourself now within the VXT software itself, so there is no need for additional software applications any longer. Everything can be done within VXT itself. And we have the energy management and the early warning, which I will show in more detail later on as well. Now let's dive into the differences between those two functionalities. So starting off with the CMS-S on the left hand side, we can see that the CMS-S supports multiple workspaces. Now a workspace can be seen as an organization, for example. So let's say you have 5 organizations and 10 displays. You can assign 2 displays to every single organization or workspace. So this way you can structure your displays this way, and everything is structurized the way you want them to be in order to have a nice overview. Then we have the detailed screen status. So you can see which displays are connected, what was their last connectivity date for example, which firmware version they're running on, and many more information about the displays itself. Then we have the nested playlist. So the nested playlist is the playlist inside a general playlist. So let's say you are headquarters and you always want your fixed content to be seen. You can put this into a nested playlist and send it out to all specific locations. Now each location then can add their own content into the general playlist, but the main content from headquarters, so the nested playlist, will always be visible, but the content from each location itself will then run alongside the nested playlist, so the headquarters playlist. Hotel TV is supported, and of course the new introduced content canvas and purse applications are also included and accessible via the CMS-S platform. Now the content canvas allows you to make use of many free templates that are available, but also allows you to use and create your own templates in case that's really desired. Now then we have the CMS-P, which is the Pro variation and actually the most extensive version of VXT that there is today. Now what are the two differences between those two? CMS-P covers everything that CMS-S has as well. So CMS-P really is the full package of VXT. To start off, you have proof of play. So in case you want to check how many times a specific content item gets shown on the display, you can check this and make an analysis thanks to the proof of play information in VXT. Then we have the software updates. So if you want to update the firmware of your display remotely, you can also do this using the Pro variation of the CMS system. The multi-screen enrollment is also a functionality which I mentioned earlier. Let's say if you have an Excel sheet with all the pairing code of your displays, you can upload this into VXT and it will automatically approve all the displays that are in there and assign them to your workspace. You can also then assign tags to them. So the way the tagging system works in VXT is that it's like a filtering system. So for example, if you have the tag of first floor, second floor, third floor, this way you can structurize and categorize your own displays based on that tag management. Furthermore, we have the SSO integration, also known as the single sign-on, which is also a functionality that is supported within the CMS-P. Same goes for the API connection. that's also accessible for all CMS-P users, and you can upload SSL certificates onto your displays for optimized security, of course. Then we have the sync play, so in case you want all displays to show the same content synchronized, you also need the sync play functionality. Now this is also only supported in CMS-P alongside the screen wall, also known as the video wall option. So in case you want multiple displays set up as one big display, as a big image for example, you can do this using the screen wall control of CMS-P. Furthermore, we have the presets. So in case you have on and off timers, for example, that you would like to deploy to multiple displays in one setup, you can do this using the preset management. Within the preset, it also allows you to come up with the security logs. Now, in case my display is in a public space and I do not want people with a universal remote controller to take over my display, I can also disable this in order to be sure that my display does not get taken over or misused for wrong reasons. So these are then security logs which are also allowed in the CMS-P platform. Last but not least, we have the energy management and the early warning. Now, what does that really contain? That's on this slide. So the energy management allows you to read the power consumption of your displays. So this way, because we are living in an eco-friendly world, of course, where sustainability is a really hot topic, you can now get to see the power management of your display. So if the power management, if you also dim the backlight, for example, you can see that the power management will also be reduced. Then we have the holiday management and the on and off timers. So within the energy management, you can really schedule the on and off timers of when you would like your displays to switch on and off at fixed times, which is really convenient. And the holiday management is allowing you to have your displays not switched on for let's say 2 weeks. If you're on holiday, that the displays will remain offline. So this will save you energy, power and display life, of course. Then we have the backlight control and management. So what I briefly mentioned is that you can see within the energy consumption by reducing the backlight also the power usage of your display, but also in case your display is in a public area and runs 24/7, you do not want the displays at night to be on 100% brightness because it might distract people that are walking by or be too bright to their eyes. So this way you can schedule to reduce the backlight or the brightness of your display as well. Then at the right hand side we have the early warnings. So think of device temperature and fans. So in case the device temperature gets too high, you can get notified by the system based on email or SMS functionalities. So you really can get notifications based on the limits that you will set in VXT itself. Same goes for the network error. So in case the display loses internet connectivity, you can get notified via email or SMS in order to proactively act on this and make sure to fix this before it escalates or takes too long. And since we're also living in a world with more LED displays these days, so displays are getting bigger and brighter, also LED is now supported, so you can distract the signal of the LED displays, but also the cabinets, for example. So in case a pixel gets broken or a cabinet gets broken down, you also can get notified by the system because of this. Now these are the differences between CMS S and P. In case you would like to know more about VXT in general or which specific solution suits you best, feel free to reach out to us. We're happy to help and think along in your process, and we will do a more deep dive video about what the differences are within the software itself. So stay tuned, thanks for watching and speak to you soon.